everyone, it's Sarah, and today I'm going to be doing Top 5 Wednesday. Top 5 Wednesday is a Goodreads group started by Ginger Reads Laney. I will link to that down below. Some of you may have noticed that I have not been doing these a whole lot lately. I have a lot going on with my YouTube channel, and it's not just about books. I also talk about writing and I talk about music. And I have started my own series that is very similar to Top 5 Wednesday, where we talk about music-related topics on Fridays, called The Friday 5. I will link to that down below if you want to check that out. So anyway, since I'm doing that every week, I don't always have time to do a book-related video every week. But I saw the topic today and I had to jump in because it is your top 5 favorite audiobooks. I love audiobooks. I don't have a lot of time to just sit down and read a whole book, so I listen to audiobooks a lot when I'm driving or when I'm at the gym or sometimes when I'm working or doing dishes, stuff like that. And I really love listening to books. Okay, so coming in at number 5 is going to be Delirium by Lauren Oliver. This book is narrated by Sarah Drew. Sarah Drew is an actress you might know from Grey's Anatomy. I really love her as a narrator. I love her voice and the way that she reads. I think it just sounds very, poetic maybe. Obviously, a lot of that is Lauren Oliver's writing, but I think Sarah Drew's voice really complements Lauren Oliver's writing, and I like the way that she acts out the story. This is a little nostalgic for me because Delirium was really one of the first audiobooks that I listened to, and it was one of the books that got me into audiobooks. Coming in at number 4 is going to be Yes Please by Amy Poehler. This one is narrated by Amy Poehler herself with special guest appearances from Carol Burnett, Seth Meyers, Mike Schur, Eileen Poehler, William Poehler, Patrick Stewart, and Kathleen Turner. I think Amy Poehler is hilarious, so I enjoyed this book anyway, but I think the audiobook was really well done, and this is one of those books where I would recommend listening to the audio as opposed to just reading it. I think you really get a lot more of an experience. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. This is narrated by Davina Porter. Hope I'm saying that right. Outlander is a rather long book, and for me, I think I do better with the longer books when I'm listening to them. Especially a book like Outlander, because I feel like it takes a little bit to get into Outlander, and the first 50 pages or so kind of are a little slow. So I think with Davina Porter's narration, it just made it a lot more enjoyable for me, and I feel like she does all of the accents perfectly in this book, and all of her just choices for dialogue and character. I just think she does a really good job. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, which is narrated by Rebecca Lohman and Maxwell Caulfield. I really enjoyed the way they did this book. Maxwell Caulfield, he has kind of a very classic British sounding voice. He narrated all of the fan fiction sections, and then Rebecca Lohman narrated the rest of it. They were both excellent narrators, and it really helped me to kind of distinguish the fan fiction from the story proper, I guess. And I found that when I was actually reading this book, I was not as engaged with the fan fiction sections as I was when I was listening to it. But I really thoroughly enjoyed listening to this book. And coming in at number 1 is going to be the entire Harry Potter series, which is narrated by Jim Dale. Jim Dale is probably the best narrator I have ever heard. There are so many characters in the Harry Potter series, and he has a distinct voice for each one of them. And he does a great job with the earlier books, kind of making them more whimsical and fun. And then, as it gets further into the series and the content gets a little darker, he still does a really good job with it. And I think he's just brilliant. If you have not listened to the Harry Potter books, I would recommend doing so. It's really just a completely different experience, and it's almost a new way to experience the books. So there you have it. Those are 5 audiobooks that I absolutely adore. What about you guys? What are some audiobooks that you love if you listen to audiobooks? So don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more videos about music, writing, or books. And until next time, thanks for watching.